Mom I Love and I am Shubhoshri. You can also find us at our official website, that is www.momilove.com. So do you find it difficult when your child argues a lot with you? They frequently talk back and that makes you feel sad and you feel that how do I deal with this? Because with time that is going to increase. So today we will be discussing few points which will help you to manage this habit of your child of talking back. So please stay tuned and watch this video till the end. Before I start my video, I will tell you that this channel is all about parenting. You will find interesting topics which are important in your life related to parenting, motherhood, early childhood education, parent-child relationship, or anything that matters to you as a parent. So please subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for latest updates. So if you are facing this problem, you have seen that over time as you are overlooking this problem, sometimes maybe the thing is escalating day by day. And if you wait too further, like if your child, sometimes we think we have that mentality that now they are too young, let them grow up. After a few days or few years, they are going to understand. But what happens? That never happens. When you leave them, when you think that this is going to happen later, they are going to learn by themselves as they grow. As mostly grandparents say that let them do that. They will understand as they grow. But they will never understand. Once they are into their teens, that habit is going to be with them and that will increase day by day. So previously you were facing problem for their behavior. Later on when they go to their schools or they get exposed to the outer world, they will have the problem. People will not like them because of their behavior. And later in their life, in the long run when they will be adults, that will be a real problem for them. So by the time your child is young, they are, toddlers or preschoolers, it is the best time that you work upon these and, you change their habits for the good. So don't just leave it. Make it a point that you solve these problems because these are real problems in your child's life. So first things first, as I always start, that charity begins at home and your child picks up every habit from the parents or what they see at home. So be respectful while you talk. Calm yourself. Whenever your child is arguing on something, you have to calm yourself. So first what you have to do is you need to practice everything of your own. Like don't be disrespectful in front of your child while you are talking to other family members. Don't get hot-tempered every now and then in front of your child because they are learning these things from you. If your spouse is doing that, also explain that why they need to change their habit for the good of their child. So next thing comes is when your child is fierce and they are practicing these things. Maybe they are shouting when you are telling them something, or they are arguing with you. So that time what happens as parents, especially as mothers, we reciprocate that with them. We also shout on them or sometimes beat them, but we should not do that. I know it is hard for you to control your feelings at that point of time. So but it is necessary. If you want that your child should change their behavior, you have to control your anger. So first you have to behave in a way as if you are calm, nothing happened to you. So before you correct your child, you have to correct your anger. You have to be able to control your anger. So in the psychological studies, there is one technique of breathing which help you get control of your anger. So if you want to know about that, I'll just briefly show you that. First you have to inhale your gulp of breath inside in a long way. So when you take that long breath, your lungs is filled with that air. After that, you keep your breath for some seconds inside, as you can hold it for 10 seconds like that. And then you take the breath with your nostrils and then you release your breath with your mouth slowly as if you are blowing something. So the time you take to take in the breath, you will take the double of the time to take out the breath of your mouth, not with your nostrils. So that you can practice when you are just sitting at home. Not that you have to do it only when your child is fierce. But as a parent, as a mother, you can just practice that regularly so that you can control your anger even it is not with your child or other family member. So as you control your anger, what will happen is your child will see that my mother is calm and next time when their turn come, maybe that time they will shout. It is not going to happen any wonder overnight. So next time when their turn comes, they know that anger doesn't mean shouting. That means they learned it from you, that when you are angry you can still be quiet. Next point is, teach your child how to talk with respect. So these are family values which you can teach to your child. So these are very necessary when you are upbringing your child. Because if your child doesn't respect you or the other elders there in the family, or even the younger ones, they are never going to learn it even when they are adults. So it is the good time that you teach your child how to be respectful towards other, be it younger to you or elder to you. So if your child is being disrespectful and talking to you, make them understand that you have stated this statement in a wrong way, and this is how you can correct it. So firstly you say that if I say all these things, my child is not going to listen. But it is not like that. If they say something which you doesn't like, which you think that it is disrespectful, then correct your child there. You can say that, yes, you can ask me for a glass of water, but not like that. You have to ask it properly, only then I am going to perform that for you. So you can tell them. And next thing comes is, they might not know that in a good tone, in a respectful way, how to say that sentence. So you have to tell them that, say that, Mama, please can you give me a glass of water? Then I can bring it for you. So let them repeat after you. So as you have stated that statement for them, now it is time for them to repeat it, so that they learn that what is the exact thing, or what is the good thing, or what is the right thing they must say. Another most important thing, the next point over here is, be consistent about what you do. Not like today your child become disrespectful, you get fierce on them, or you make them learn it in a proper way. And next day when your child is doing that, you just become fatigued about that, and you think, okay, let them go today, let them do it their own way today, maybe tomorrow I'll again explain the thing to you. It is not like that. As I told you before, that this process is going to take time. You have to practice this time and again to make it to make the change happen in your life, in your child's life. So you must not give them two notions. Means today I do this thing, today I say this thing, it is not okay. Tomorrow I say this thing, this is okay. My mother has accepted it gladly. Don't give them two options about the right and the wrong, because they only have to know what is the right path. As a young child, they must not know that there is another wrong path which is easy. So always when you find that your child is becoming disrespectful or they are arguing, stop them there, show them the right path, be calm and be consistent. Another thing which has worked for me, every child has these problems. I also had that when I was a kid. My mother used to practice this. She never, applied force on me, or she never shouted on me. What worked for me was keeping quiet. My mother, she had a magic wand of whenever she's angry on me, she'll just keep quiet. She will not talk to me for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And I will get mad about that. I will just go crying to her that, Mummy, I won't do this again. I won't let you down. I won't argue again, or whatever it is. And she will just say, no, you have done this wrong. You have to, improve yourself. You cannot do this. You cannot be disrespectful towards others and all. So then she will make me understand, and that will work for me, because I had that inside me that if she doesn't talk to me, what else? What will happen to me? Means I always feared about that if somebody doesn't talk to me, I will feel bad. Or if somebody ignores me, I will really feel very low. So every child has this notion. Even sometimes you will see that you beat up your child, they doesn't listen to you. Next time they doesn't think twice before doing that. But when you hit them emotionally in these little points, you will see that if you stop talking to your child for 5 minutes, of course in your heart as a mother you know that you are there for your child, but when they feel that my mom is not behaving the way she behaves normally, or she is not talking to me in that way which she does normally, then their urge of doing the right thing comes out. So they think that, okay, I will be a good child so that my mother talk to me in a proper way, so that I am being able to enjoy. So sometime, not every time I'm saying, at some point of time apply these tips and tricks. so that your child becomes a way more respectful and does not continue arguing. So the last point in this video, which is very important, is as a mother or as a parent, you have to find out a time in the entire day when you can sit back and talk to your child regarding what has happened in the entire day. So that time should be something very personal, when nobody else is intervening into that. For me and my child, it is during the time when we go to sleep. So that time we two are alone till the time she is sleeping. So we will discuss about the things which happened in the day along, and which I liked about her, what she did, what she achieved. Like I told you in a previous video about small achievements. So I put it little bit by bit to her, and I tell her that you have achieved this thing now. Today you have behaved well. Today you have done this particular thing, and I'm so glad and happy about this. Then I also tell her that these are the things which you haven't done right today. So she understands. When kids are not in that mood of anger, when they are calm inside, when you are not in that fight position, then their mind is clear. They can think sensibly, and you can explain that what is good and what is not. So pick up a time which you think it is correct. Somebody think that while a child is playing, that is the best time to talk to them. Somebody think that bedtime is the best time to talk to them. So, or somebody feel like while coming back from school, that time a kid really engages with their mother or parent. So find out your time of the day, and make sure that you and your child is alone in that space, so that he or she is able to express themselves clearly. There might be things which your child is also wanting to tell you. So let them express their feeling, tell them what is right, what is wrong, and how they should behave and what they should do, and how being respectful or not arguing with others will help them develop in their future. So that will help them understand, and they will definitely be a good human being as they grow up. I really concentrate on that being a good human being is the most important thing which you must teach to your child. So that's all for today. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. Also write in the comments if you are facing any such problems, or you would like to know some other thing related to this video, or you want me to bring up some other important topics which really concerns you as a parent. So that's all for today. Thank you and bye-bye.